Hello. Tomorrow, Thursday, January 30th, maybe today by the time you get this, is the first new moon of 2014. And as such, it's the beginning of the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year, for example. And it is therefore an important new moon. The new moon is in Aquarius, around 11 degrees Aquarius, and it's a little difficult to make any one overarching comment about the aspects of this new moon or of the time in general. There is one particular difficult aspect that is affecting everyone, but it involves two of the beneficial planets, so it's kind of a weird sort of difficulty where there's it's almost a too many good things difficulty, although you may not feel it like that. It's like there's two potentially positive areas in your life, both of which may have demands that you may either feel energized by the fact that all of this is going on, or you can feel frustrated and depleted by the fact that something else outside of you seems to always be sort of shaking things up so that you never get to focus on one or the other completely. Either way, things are getting shaken up, whether you experience it as invigorating, or whether you experience it as frustrating and like the rug's always getting pulled out from under your feet. It depends upon your astrological sign and your whole chart and how this aspect affects you. The new moon, however, at 11 degrees Aquarius does help everyone go with the flow, deal with the upsets and the ups and downs that come along, and be a little bit more flexible in terms of how how you deal with your plans, whether your plans seem to follow the way you think you plan them or not. It's a moon, and it's in an air sign, and according to some, this year, this Lunar New Year, according to Chinese astrology, it's the year of the fire horse. So after all of the water and earth, the heavy energy of, kind of like things slowly coming to fruition, this is the year when there's the fire and the drive, like a fiery horse to actually take action on all of these nascent projects that may feel like they've gotten kind of bogged down, or that they've been like so long in the making, that this is the year when you have the energy and the drive and the determination to push them through. And that is supported by the positive aspects of this new moon. The other planets are they don't fall into one place where it's easy to say something about them for everyone. For certain signs they're good, and for others they're bad, and it's a little bit all over the place depending upon where you are. There are some good creative and potentially spiritual aspects, but depending upon your sign, this could be making you feel very creative and bringing you new heights of kind of intuition and spirituality, or it could feel like it's really messing with your mind. You could be depressed or anxious or like so confused and doubtful and just, all over the place. So it's that kind of time. As ever, the cardinal signs, Libra, who gets a lot of help from this new moon, but Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries, they for some time, they've always had difficult aspects, but that's not news to them, so they can pretty much go with it. If you are going through a Saturn return, if Saturn in your natal chart is around 22 or 23 degrees Scorpio, or going through a challenging Saturn aspect, if your birthday is at the end of one of the fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius, this new moon does actually kind of emphasize the heaviness that you might be feeling. It doesn't help you out quite as much. Saturn aspects are always really difficult to deal with. People tend to get depressed and feel old. But the good news is that there's always a lesson. It's very much like the grounding teacher. It may be hard. You have to look at all this stuff you don't want to. But the point is, it's like a big test to push you on to the next phase. And it's like studying for a big test. It sucks. But you get through it and you find yourself at a better place. The nature of talking about things astrologically is such that we talk about the problems that we're all facing. And that's, so talking about the energetic signature of the time is really talking about, on some level, a kind of superficial level. It's like what we're all dealing with, but only in terms of the circumstances. One interesting aspect of the spiritual aspects right now, and the fact of this being an air sign, is the idea, the new moon in an air sign at the beginning of the Lunar New Year, is the notion of lightening up, of letting air in. And that goes with the idea of the fire horse too, that just even a tiny little bit of space where you let go of thinking how important it is that you solve all the very important problems that you face in your life, and just allow for a little bit of air, a little bit of space, air, whether it's literally breathing and focusing on that like meditation, or whether it's just letting go for a second of all of the thinking about it. Can help you enormously, and that practiced over time can change your entire experience of your life. So in this new moon in Aquarius, the air sign, at the beginning of the fire horse Lunar New Year, may we all take the time to take that extra breath, let in some extra space, and let go of all those many, many important problems and issues that we also have to deal with in life. Happy Lunar New Year, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.